Hey YouTubers, it's Ray Brown once again from innovationalhealth.com and Healthy Travelers, your YouTube channel. Today I'm really going to talk about some RV hacks, two in particular, that will save us a little bit of weight and will make things a lot better in our RV. And it is specific to this RV in one instance, and in another instance this might be something anybody can use. What I am talking about, number one, is this table right here that is pretty standard. I'll give you a full length view of it. It comes with a very heavy top and a iron or metal pole. And what we're going to do is replace this, and then the second hack I'll show you in just a little bit. Okay, this is the table, which you can see is comprised of a very heavy top, as I mentioned, and a metal pole at the bottom. Now, one of the problems that we have is that it can only stay in this space. Now, of course, it can move. See, but it can only move so far because of the fact of the how the chairs are set up. Now, I can move the chairs straight out and get a little bit more maneuverability, and I can move the slide out and get a little bit more maneuverability, but not a whole lot. So this is kind of how the table has to be set up. And like I said, it's very heavy. And coming over here, when the slide comes out on the floor, there is going to be another one of these metal cups, which this table here can then be put into. But that doesn't give me a whole lot of variability as to where I can put the table. And certainly I couldn't put the table outside. So let's see what I've come up with. And the solution is, for the table, that what we're going to do is we're going to take the old table, take it out, which we have already done. Doesn't look like it, but we did. And we have in its place put this table. Now this table kind of looks the same, but if from my perspective, I know it's not. Number one, it doesn't have the very heavy table, although the table is substantial, can hold 25 pounds. I hope I don't ever put anything, certainly I won't stand on it. It does have metal legs. Here's your metal legs. But notice it's not one firm pole. Notice I can actually pick this up. Notice I can actually move this wherever I want to, even outside. And while this is the same height in here, I can adjust it from 29 to 24 inches. So I can actually lower this by as much as 5 inches. So it gives me a lot of variability. And what is the cost of this? Cheap. You can go to Target and pick up one of these for just $15. And it looks like it's a pretty good start. Now there is two additional issues with this that I would say are negatives, but I can turn into a positive. Remember the cups on the floor. Those unfortunately are in there for semi-permanently. But when I change the floor out, I will have the cups covered or taken out and something put in their place so that it'll be totally smooth when I'm done. So that's hack number one. Okay, here is the second hack that we're going to do today. If you remember in the original video I did on the rail that is our RV, it actually comes with two options of how to set up this bed. Number one is you can set it up either as two different single beds, or this, you can add cushions and end up with this whole large bed. Now what you're seeing here is I put a mattress cover over 2/3 of the back. And the reason is I'm going to be traveling alone here for the next 2 months, so we don't need a full cover. So this is essentially a small queen-size bed that I'm going to be sleeping on, and then I'll pile maybe my guitar on the other side. The problem is that how do you get up here? And what Winnebago's idea was to give us this metal ladder to climb up. Well, that would be okay if it was just human beings climbing up. And the problem is that we don't have just human beings climbing up. We've got our cat Gizmo, and he cannot use that ladder. Number one, it's too vertical, and number two is he doesn't know how to climb ladders. So we need to come up with a plan. Okay, so here is the solution for our ladder replacement for the king-size bed that we have made up in our rear of our RV. And this, if you can see it, I hope you can, let me get out of the light, is a footstool that you can buy in virtually anywhere, this type of an idea. But we wanted it strong enough. Again, we bought it at Target. It was $25. And what's really cool about it, it also has a storage place. Let me show you that. So while we lose some of the ability to get to those drawers underneath the bed, we now have a nice little cubby hole underneath the footstool. And I did get a question from somebody about, well, can't the cat just jump from the floor to the bed? Well, when he was a kitten, yeah, I'm sure that would have been pretty easy. Cats can jump. We had one cat that could jump from the floor to the top of the refrigerator, so that would be nothing for him. But our cat is now 15, and which is 75 in human years, and so he needs that little two-step process to get from the floor to the bed into the or floor to the top of the little footstool and into the bed. And it has a wood platform, wood structure underneath the covering, which is, by the way, washable. And it's so it will support what the weight would be for Vicky or I when we get in there. And I weigh just about 200 pounds, so that's a pretty substantial little box. So that's our two different hacks. And really our whole goal was to make life easier for us and to save weight. This RV is very close to the weight limit because it's on a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, and they're notorious for going overweight, in which you'd never want to do. It really could be dangerous. So this will help us, and I'm going to put the weight that we saved below, and there you have it. That's our two hacks for our 2017 trip in the fall. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope you subscribe, or at least give us a thumbs up on this video. Hey, it's Ray from innovationalhealth.com and Health Travelers on YouTube. And we love you guys, and thank you, and hope to see you again. Bye-bye now.